People always ask me like, "Whoa, what's the craziest shit you did in a hotel?" Like, I'm not even a rock star, yo. Like, I be doing my shit's boring. Like, I be going places, getting in, like having a beer, like hey, and then I go back home and I leave and do it again. What up? My name is Hi-Rez. I'm out here in Chicago with Secret Wave. I'm originally from Bronx, New York, moved to South Florida, now live in LA. I'm 25, I've been making music since I'm like 14, 15. Before I started making music, I was like, I'm gonna be a sports attorney. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that means. I guess an agent for sports, people play sports. Then I got 12, 13 years old, and I was like, hey, I really like this rap shit. I've always liked rap, but I was like, I started writing. Me and my brother would rap battle and shit. Like, he'd go in one room, he'd write it down, I'd go in the other room, he'd come out and we'd diss each other and shit. I'm like a 9-year-old kid, like white kid from the suburbs, like saying the most absurd. My mom, if she heard the shit that I was saying, I'd be grounded for sure. I'd be in trouble. I'm working on an album right now. I already have like 15 songs. This is the first album since I've put out like projects at like a level of which I'm like making money and like making a living. This is the first project that like I'm not letting anyone have a say in anything I do. You know, for years I was making music with certain producers I didn't know, certain energies I couldn't like, you know, vibe with. And now it's like, yo, let me just buy beats online, hit up certain people and just write anything I want and not get any second opinion on shit and just throw it out. What motivates me is the people around me, the things I go through, good and bad. Like, I'm a weird guy when it comes to like when something negative happens, it just motivates the shit out of me. Like, originally, like I would like fold in like fetal position and like cry, you know what I mean? But now it's like when something bad happens, I built up this mentality because I've seen it happen so many times that like when something negative happens, I'm like, oh shit, something fire is about to happen. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, like when I see a string of bullshit happening in my life, I'm like, yo, some good shit's about to come. And it always does. And it always happens. You know what I mean? Like some ridiculously dope shit always happens right when I'm like, why is this shit fucking with me up? And then I stop giving a fuck. Week later, shit comes up. In the last few years, I had a kid, just like a super big fan. I think he got in a car accident. He couldn't walk from his waist down. And he sent me a video of him literally like all the time, training to stand up again to the music and shit. That's such a negative thing that he flipped into such a pot, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's like, what? Like my teachers didn't give a fuck about me, certain families, like, you give a fuck? But I appreciate that shit. My greatest achievement is in the last year, just finding a little bit more understanding in myself, my career. I feel like when people say like, oh, I'm woke, I'm this, I'm that, like I was literally like just a dumb, I'm still learning, you know, I'm always learning. And and 5 years from now, I'm gonna be like, yo, I was an idiot when I thought I'm saying this now. But the last year was the most growing I've ever had in my personal life, my music life, my mentality. My career goals is to expand. That's my biggest thing, is always working out. You know, I want to get my merchandise living beyond like my name, you know, just like beyond my fans. I want to act. I've done commercials already, like small, minor. You know, I did a commercial with McDonald's forever ago. Maybe write a book, I don't know. There's a bunch of shit like that. But realistically, like all that bullshit I went through when I was 16, like signing to a bad label, people robbing me, like all the crazy shit in my life, that shit literally made me who I am. Like, I think if I didn't experience that at those times, it would have hit me at a worse time, like where I really wouldn't be able to bounce back from. Like, I took L's at a time where I wasn't too vulnerable. And that's what got me here. So that's what I'm working on. It's called is the album. I didn't say that yet, but that's what the next shit's gonna be. And it's just gonna be super tight. It's gonna be like a full story, like totally like Back to the Future vibe and like futuristic and old. I don't know. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be old and new at the same time. I'm just so sick and tired of the blind leading the blind. It's easier to get a gun than it is to go and get a job. That's why I don't get surprised when I see people getting robbed.